Welcome back to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Karen Wyman, coming to you from Low Country Produce in beautiful downtown Beaufort. This afternoon, I'm joined by our mayor, Billy Keyserling. Hey, Billy.
How are you doing, Karen?
I'm good. I'm really happy to have you with us this afternoon.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So we're just going to talk about the holidays in Beaufort.
The holidays, every day in Beaufort is a special day.
It is, I agree.
But the holidays are particularly interesting to me because 20 some odd years ago, I drove down from Washington, D.C. to visit my parents. Nobody was home. I came downtown. The streets were blocked off. It was Night on the Town. And Night on the Town is one of the most exciting, fun, energizing, happy nights that we have in Beaufort. And it was that weekend that I made the decision that either Beaufort was ready for me or I was ready for Beaufort. This past weekend with Night on the Town, with the Shrimp Festival, with the Light Up the Night, with the boats, the Marine Corps band playing around the Christmas tree. It was like 30 hours of just move, move, move. Those events are over, but they're events, they're private events, they're public events, they're concerts, they're nativity scenes.
Yeah.
There's always something to do, too many things to do.
I couldn't agree with you more that there's always too many things to do, and I had the experience of participating in Night on the Town on Friday. My daughter was down here as a pirate, so it was wonderful to see the multi-generations who participate in all these different events, whether it's Festival of Trees that started last week, and we forgot to see some snow here on Sunday,
right.
to Night on the Town, like you mentioned, and some of the wonderful nostalgic things that you see. Like I had the fortunate event to be sitting in Old Bull, and Christmas carolers came in and started just singing, and everybody in Old Bull Tavern joined in.
Just joined in. So we go to Fordham Market, and I laugh and joke with Duncan because as kids, he worked in his father's hardware store, and in the front window at Fordham's, he ran electric trains. And I would stay there for hours, or down the street in Beaufort Clothing, that was Beaufort Hardware Store, and Paul Schwartz had his trains in the window. So it brings back the nostalgia. You see people who don't normally come out, and there's just a happy spirit. And that's a good thing where the world is today, that in Beaufort we can smile and love each other and work together.
Yeah, and know your neighbors. Know who's
neighbors.
in your community, know what's going on in your community, and see the community come together. So it is a busy time. I also know that at Beaufort High School, they'll be putting on their version of the Nutcracker over the next couple evenings.
That's right.
So,
and then Candace on Saturday is doing a fundraiser for Thumbs Up, and then there's another event for Thumbs Up. The calendar is just absolutely full. The question is, how can you be 4 places in one night?
well, you can't.
I do it. Somehow I do it.
Magically,
Somehow
you do it.
I do it.
Maybe there's a clone of Billy somewhere around town.
I wish.
I wish. But as we move through Christmas and all these wonderful activities, we know that we're fortunate enough to come celebrate a new year, looking forward to 2016, and we know that we're going to have first night down here again on the waterfront
That's right.
park.
I think it's wonderful that the Chamber and their generous sponsors are going to carry on a tradition that actually started when we celebrated our tricentennial several years ago. It was such a moving event with different groups coming from everywhere, as you say, multi-generational, gathering in the park at an early hour without alcohol, hearing music, seeing fireworks, and then having plenty of time to go off to do what they would normally
There
do
are
on New Year's
other
Eve.
activities, festivities, and
It could be 30 degrees, but I promise you, it will be a very warm night.
I couldn't agree with you
park.
more. Yeah. No beverages needed in order to warm those embers and keep things going. But looking forward to what's going to happen here in Beaufort in 2016, we'd love to have you back again as we look to some big projects that are going to happen here in town in the next several months getting started. So thank you so much for being a guest with us today, just giving us a little walk down your memory lane as a native Beaufortonian and serving as the mayor of this wonderful community for the last 7 years. So we look forward to having you back again.
I love Beaufort and I love this opportunity.
Great. We'll be right back with our next guest on North of the Broad.